What's up, my little TisaTellss? How y'all doing today? And what's up, Sussex Squad? Y'all, Meghan has completely, I know the palace is angry. If you guys don't know it, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan the Markle, has signed with the William Morris Endeavor Agency. She is going to be personally represented by Ari Emanuel. You guys, if you don't know how huge this is, if you guys don't understand who Ari Emanuel is, how well connected he is, y'all, I'm about to explain. But more importantly, this is a new day. This is a new dawn. This is Meghan fighting back the way the royals prayed she would never do. Y'all, Meghan has signed on with one of the most powerful people in Hollywood to be personally managed. But not just that. And this is the incredible thing. Y'all, Ari Emanuel is no punk. He is no joke. He is known as a pit bull. If you guys watch Entourage, Ari Gold, I think his name is, that character was supposed to be a fictionalized version of him, but a toned down one. He does not take his clients being bullied, smeared, not whatever. He literally controls, along with his company, some of the biggest stars out there. He literally controls narratives, and he does not take kindly to his clients being smeared in any way, shape, or form. Y'all, this is a new dawn. Meghan has done a checkmate. You know how they were sitting there being like, what's Meghan up to? I bet she's planning something. What could Meghan be planning? You know what? I bet she's reopening the TIG. These fools were literally betting that Meghan was going to open her blog called the TIG to make money off the monarchy. And meanwhile, she just linked up with one of the most, if not the most powerful agents in Hollywood that literally has enough power, ego, audacity, and protective nature to go to war with anyone. Y'all, if I was Charles and Camilla, I would be so worried. Imagine sitting there, right? Imagine sitting there. And the only thing your little minds can think of is Meghan's being quiet, literally working on her blog, her defunct blog, The Twig. And you don't realize that she has made one of the biggest, boldest power moves. William, Kate, and I'm sorry, not just Meghan, Harry too, but Meghan is establishing her own brand. Meghan literally looked at them and said, y'all are not shaming me in the dim of my shine. I know you think if you keep putting out these articles, I'll stay there and just pop up at basketball games, playing kissy face with Harry. Baby, Meghan is establishing her own brand, which, let's be real, as much as I love Meghan and Harry together, I always think it's good for any woman and healthy for any couple for you to establish an identity also on your own outside of it. Y'all, let's get into this because, baby, I know they are mad and I love every minute of it. All right, let's go. All right. They said Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has signed. Oh, let's get into who Ari is before, in case you guys don't know. I mean, I think you guys know, but let's get into it, right? Where are we at, Mr. Emanuel? They said for the past decade, Ari Emanuel has worked to transfer William Morris Endeavor into a global sports and entertainment conglomerate. With more than 6,000 employees in 28 countries, Endeavor agents have represented the New Yorker in book publishing and in other media. In September 2019, he launched an IPO expected to raise roughly $600 million. Okay. What else? Let's also not forget, he is heavily connected into politics, right? If you guys don't know, Emanuel, the mayor of Chicago, is his brother. That's also, they're super tight with Obama, the Hillary Clinton Democrats. Listen, it doesn't matter where you are on the political spectrum. Just know that they're heavy hitters, the whole Emanuel family. And again, Ari Emanuel does not take kindly to his clients being smeared. And he has such a heavy hitting roster of the top people in Hollywood. People, Us Weekly, the New York Times, everybody is going to fall in line. You guys, this narrative that they've been pushing, Page Six, all that, baby, they are going to push back because don't get me wrong, William and Kate, gets the views, I guess, for the girlies, but are you willing to sacrifice every other cute relationship you have and even bigger fish that people actually click on for the Windsors? Please. Y'all, let's get into this. All right, hold on. Okay, so let's get into this. They say Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has signed for representation with William Morris Agency. The signing represents a crown jewel for William Morris Agency. One might say, as numerous agency rivals have tried to land the public figure formerly known as Meghan Markle since her and Harry moved to California 2020. That's right. Also, Meghan's quiet girl era is over. Listen, she was hibernating, enjoying her life in Santa Barbara, but this also explains why Meghan and Harry have put up their Santa Barbara home. I believe they quietly put it up for sale, and it's been rumored that they are trying to make a move closer to LA. Meghan is about to take over. And again, I'm so glad she didn't let the royals bully her, because that's the thing the royals don't understand. Meghan is not from blue bloodlines. But here's the thing I do understand with blue bloodlines. They believe it's a shame to have to work. It's an embarrassment. How dare you get out there and work? Baby, that's why y'all sitting there with old tattered rugs from the 16th century Persia or whatever you want to call it. Good for Meghan to realize that, baby, I got one life to live and I'm going to let this shine. Anyway, her team at William Morris Agency will be led by Ari Emanuel. He is a power broker, but again, he is so protective. These little smear campaigns in the media are over. Charles must be so mad. And I love the fact, I know what y'all saying, Meghan's not petty. Yeah, but Harry is. I love the fact that they are dropping these 1, 2, 3, 4 punches, putting the royal family on notice. And they're doing it right before his coronation. I know he's mad. Anyway, she'll also work with Brad Slater, a rep and brand architect for Dwayne Johnson, and longtime Serena Williams agent Jill Smoller. Additionally, WME will assume representation of Archwell and her and Prince Harry's content creation label. Film and television production, brand partnerships, and overall business building will be explored. Acting will not be an area of focus. Again, those dumb courtiers. Do you realize how much effort goes into acting? Do you realize the call times, being away from your family? Again, don't get me wrong. Acting is a great job. I would love to get into acting, right? It's a big job. But right now in Meghan's life, why would she want to donate to acting? Is a labor of love. It's not just something you show up and do and leave. It is a labor of love and involves a lot of sacrifice. For where Meghan is with her in her life, 2 small children, her husband, she wants to make this big bang in the in the charitable world. She has other focuses and goals, right? And they need to make money. And let's be real. That private security they are forced to have because of Harry's family is not cheap. They're not blowing through a fortune. And I'm American. I would never fault anybody for wanting to make money. But can we just get into the fact of, okay, Meghan, right? The relationship signifies that Meghan is looking to zero in on her enterprise efforts, her lifelong advocacy, right? And again, I'm glad acting's not, there is not an acting role on this earth right now that can pay her more than even her showing up as a partnership for Hermes, her showing up for like Cartier watches, Tag Heuer. There's not an acting job on the world that will pay her more than that. And if there is Meghan really willing to go on location for 9 months of a year filming a movie with like all the tabloids in her business? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, right? Meghan's lifelong advocacy for women, mother, and girls will remain a thread in her professional work. In her Variety cover story last year, she discussed her ambitions around Archwell original content. Thus far, Harry and Meghan have produced 2 docuseries. Harry and Meghan, we know that was incredible, right? And it was the most streamed documentary premiere in Netflix history, with 81.5 million minutes watched in its first week. Meghan is a global icon, topping lists such as Time Magazine's most influential people, the Financial Times' most influential women, Variety Power of Women, and British Vogue's top 25. Y'all, Meghan Stupid courtiers, you silly courtiers. Don't you actually know the whole time they were thinking, you're thinking too small, baby. You're thinking too small. The whole time they were thinking too small. The whole time they were measuring her up against Kate and Camilla probably wasn't thinking too small. You know, Camilla got ambitions and most of them came to pass except for the fact you forgot that the monarchy might not be worth anything. They were trying to box Meghan in, and Meghan literally just did a mic drop moment. Boom. Y'all, listen, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to y'all later. Bow down to Meghan Markle. Harry, you did a good thing when you married that woman. We all knew one day, right? We all knew one day that whoever thought the prince got saved by the princess. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. Congratulations to Meghan Markle. Also, this is going to be a double upload for the royals. So make sure you turn your notifications on. I'm going to have another one out later on today. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.